tripod our whole life.
Seriously, that's
Okay,
way better.
we're 4 minutes in Patreon.
That's hilarious.
So sorry we're late. Better late than never.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You
Okay,
told us about
so
deaf school.
my great-grandparents were both deaf. He had jumped into a very, very deep lake in Sweden.
Is this from It's a Wonderful Life? Because remember he fell through the ice?
I know, but he had
Okay.
jumped into a deep lake in Sweden, and it had popped his, like it made him deaf. He went so deep that it made him deaf. That
What?
can happen. Oh yeah, the pressure.
Really?
Oh yeah,
A pressure.
So
Yeah.
how come that doesn't happen to scuba divers?
Because they're pressurized.
because they're pressurized. I don't
They
know.
are?
They're going like this.
Yeah, and you pressurize.
Well, isn't plugging their noses.
You have to go down slowly when you.
There
scuba
is
dive.
some truth to that. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
wow. No,
Sometimes we mix
I don't know.
medicine and science.
I
I'm
and,
don't
believing
know,
it.
but
I
I
did
have
not
heard
know
that can happen.
okay,
Yeah. So,
okay.
so anyway,
He's
that's
deaf.
why he was deaf. And then my great
so sad.
grandma got meningitis,
Oh.
and it made her go deaf. So they go to this school.
Deaf school.
They're teenagers. They meet each other. Exactly, yes. They meet each other. They get married. So then they have their first baby, which is my grandma. And they were like, is she going to learn to speak? I mean, they don't
Yeah.
speak. They were
Okay.
always doing sign language. They were very insecure about how they sounded.
Yeah.
And so they would just do sign language. And so, like, when they had the baby, like, she would sleep with the baby on her arm, my grandma, so that when the baby woke up, she'd know. Because
Yeah.
there was no way to know when the infant woke up, and so that's how she'd sleep. And then when my grandma got to be like 2 or a year and a half, they found a neighbor and they paid her to let my grandma go over there for so many hours a day so she'd learn to talk.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's how
so
she learned how to
interesting.
talk. And then after that, they didn't need to do that because my grandma knew how to talk. And
So you're
my
like, go
grandma
talk
was
to
the
your
one.
siblings.
Exactly, my
Yeah.
grandma was the one that was the speaker.
I wish that every generation for your family still signed to each
Well,
other.
this was my mom's greatest regret because my mom was 4th out of 10 kids to that grandma, that first baby. And so the point of that is that my grandma was fairly young still, and so her parents were still very alive, and my grandma was fluent, obviously, in
Yeah.
signing, and she always wanted all of her kids to learn, and my mom just was resistant to it.
Kids.
And so, like, they would lip read and shit. My grandma would interpret, and so she never learned how to sign to her grandparents. And her whole life after, she was just like, that is my greatest regret. Like, I
Why
really
just do
wish.
it?
Yeah, I really wish I would have done that.
Interesting.
Isn't that fascinating?
That is
It's very
amazing.
fascinating.
Yeah,
Why? Oh, because kids need to learn things. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
see?
like, why did the deaf?
I know.
Story
That's how,
begin.
because they were like, she's got to learn to talk, and
Yeah,
we don't
it's
talk,
true.
so we've got to send her to the neighbor's house, and she'll learn to
Yeah.
talk.
We
What would
humans are
happen?
pretty, I don't know, we have not evolved like the
We
animals
have
have.
not evolved. You're
true.
right. We do have to feed them and teach them things.
Yeah.
That-
The one that bothers me the most is the burping. Really? Would they really not burp themselves? Like, what other animal? Burp.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah,
you don't
okay.
see an elk out there.
No, they're not like, oh, I just fed them, so now let's burp them.
Let's
Like,
burp the baby.
But
really?
in the baby's defense or the elk's defense, I don't know who I'm defending. After an animal eats, they go run off.
Oh.
But a baby is just
Yes,
laying there.
Yes.
Like they're not moving.
Maybe that helps to pass
So
through
I
the
mean,
air.
you know, like when you're running
Yeah.
around, things get moving around.
Yeah,
So maybe it's like they are just blobs. Like you have to help them. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think we're the most brilliant people ever. This discussion should be in academia at Yale. Like we should be in the middle of the Oxford Library and people will gather.
We should write something, send it in to the science magazine.
Absolutely.
Do you think it could be
Absolutely.
published?
This
Oh, absolutely. Are you
It's
is an
kidding?
issue.
With our credentials, how could it not? People will bow at our feet.
Why do we burp our babies? That would be the title.
This is the
Oh,
question.
burp? Yes or no? Yes, exactly. I love it. Speaking
Now, what
of
were we
authors,
even talking about?
speaking of authors and books, we should talk about our book club. Don't you think?
Were we talking about
Yeah,
authors?
we were just talking about how we were going to publish.
Yeah, so that, you know, clearly.
Hey, I'm trying to transition here, and you're fighting against me.
No, it's a clear transition. I saw it.
Okay, got it.
This is the one who doesn't burp her baby.
Well, that's true.
I did burp my babies. I just
did.
always
Oh, yeah.
thought,
You were
Why?
my
resentful.
dog doesn't burp his babies, why do I?
You ever tried to burp a puppy? It might work. My dog burps all the
My
time.
puppies actually would have loved it. They
Yeah.
would love
Would've loved
that.
a little
Do you
snow.
have burping dogs?
Uh,
My dog is
no,
always
because
like,
they run.
Oh, yeah.
They run around.
They
Yeah.
They do burp.
But
You
they
just
just don't
don't
need
have to
help.
burp your babies,
Mm.
puppies.
No, you don't burp your puppies or your kittens.
Little calves. You like throw them over your shoulder and burp a calf.
If any of our listeners could get an animal to burp while they had it over their shoulder, we would put it on.
Yeah, we love
that would be amazing.
Absolutely. Okay, tell the people about book club, because then we got to get to our interview.
Yeah, so we do an Instagram live every 6 weeks when we're together recording. We do it in the evening. It's usually Tuesday evening. We post the dates, but anyway, we have a series of books that we're going through for this year. And so if you want to know what those are, we'll have those on our website.
So far, in January, we did The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which was
such a good one.
amazing.
Yeah.
Now we are working on Be Still,
Hold
on, but
still.
don't be still. Hold on, but don't be still.
Yeah, by Christina Kuzmic.
Yes.
Yeah,
So we will be doing that book club in
March.
end of March.
March
depending on when
29th.
you get this.
Yep.
So go to our website, make sure you're signed up for our email so you can receive the book list, and then hop on with us and join us for our live book clubs.
It's just fun.
It's
It
so
is fun. Do we want to talk about things that we've read? It's too late.
It's too
9
late.
o'clock.
No, we went on a real big tangent.
Okay.
Time to move
That's cool. We'll do that in the next one then.
on. Okay, perfect.
Bye, Patreon.
Bye.